Carrie Fennell here. I'm going to do Facebook Live today. I hope that you guys can see and hear everything okay. Today I'm going to just go over this really cute and simple foiled panel using a couple of cool things and our adhesive rub-ons as well as glitter, our foil sheets, and our artisan tapes by Frank Garcia. So this I think would make a really sweet gift for someone for the holidays, because you don't always give like a Christmas gift Christmas themed for the holidays necessarily. I mean, you can for those that love Christmas, but this was just so simple to put together. So I'm just hoping that this will inspire you guys. It's very simple, and what I've used for my base is a Prima watercolor panel. So this one here, I think is the 4x6. I want to be sure. Nope, it's the 5x7. 5x7 panel, and the number for that is 585693. So we have all kinds of sizes. We have 8.5 by 11, 8 by 8, 5 by 7, 4 by 6, and so on. Even 12 by 12. So it's really cool. You can make some really nice home decor pieces. It is a watercolor panel, so you can watercolor on it. I did not for this particular one. I wanted to keep it sort of simple. I grabbed my Frank Garcia artisan tape. So this tape comes in 3 different sizes, and this one, I don't want to give you the wrong size either, is the 1/2 inch. You can see you get quite a bit of tape on this one roll. In any size, you can use any size that you want. Like if you were going to make a bigger panel, you might want to use the 1 inch, because we do have the 1 inch. And this is industrial strength tape. So he uses this for bookbinding and adhering very heavy embellishments and things like that on his projects. And I have to say that it is super strong. So if you want a really great tape, I highly recommend you invest in it. Just look up artisan tapes, Memory Hardware Artisan Tapes, and you'll find it. It's in stores everywhere. Okay, so what I did, I'll start by saying that I did take a ruler, and I did one. This is my well-used ruler. I did use, I started with the 0 and went to the center of this just to kind of get an idea of where the center was. So I have these 2 lines right here, right by the 0 mark, and that's where I made my mark, because it's cool. We have a 1/2 inch tape, so it'll work out well with your ruler. So you mark 1/2 inch, and I just used a pencil and just kind of did one of these, and then I kept going through and making my little marks. So I knew this was a 1/2 inch, so in between I did, about 1 inch, or not even. Yeah, not even. I think I did 3/4. So I 1, 2, 3, and then made a mark. So I started from the center and worked my way out so that like the tape lines were somewhat even. They're not really perfectly even. I was just kind of eyeballing it, but for those of you that like things to be perfect, you could even, you can really kind of go crazy. So if, let's say you were going to make a couple of these at once you get one done, you can take your next panel and just kind of go through and like mark the lines of where the tape's going to go, and then that way you don't have to measure from there on out. You could probably even use this and take a piece of paper and make a template, so like if you wanted to do it again later, no problems at all, right? Okay, so I put the tape on already. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I just laid the tape lines down just to save some time, and I'm gonna peel off the white backing here, and I'm gonna expose it. And I did wrap it around the sides, because if you're hanging this on your wall, you're probably gonna see the sides, right? And some of it may have gone onto the back a little bit. I'm not gonna say, but I think it did. Okay, then I grabbed my rub-on, my Prima rub-on foil sheets. So usually in a cylinder, you're going to get 3 different colors or 3 different shades for the foil sheets. And this one's called Golden Girl. Let's see, it's 585631. I love Golden Girl because it has 3 different shades of gold in it. And I think that's kind of nice because gold you can use for just about anything. And I have to say that this idea is not originally mine. Delana Burns had made some really cute panels on Live with Prima one time. And she had used them as strips going up and down the project. And then she mixed the colors of foils on the tape. And I thought, oh, that's really cool. Well, I saw a decor piece like this one in a big box store. And I was like, oh my gosh, this I could do. And knowing what Delana had done, I was like, aha, I know what I'm doing. So I can't take the credit for this because, you know, she really is brilliant. But I did kind of do something a little bit different than what she's done. So I'm just going to press that foil down. Now I could go, you know, line by line and, you know, use up my foil a little bit more frugal, like be a little more frugal with it, I guess. But for time's sake, you know, I just kind of wanted to throw the whole thing down. And you'll see once I peel this off, like the negative is actually really cool and can be used again. So now I'm going to just pull it off. And it's probably not going to be perfect. Yeah, so you're going to see some variations. Don't worry about that. You can just lay the foil back down and just rub over those areas and just kind of cover those up with more foil because for some reason it just didn't stick there, but I kind of like that it's not perfect. I think it looks cool. There we go. Oh, it's sticking to the sides, which I'm going to have to do. And it's stuck to my table because, like I said, I think I have tape on the back. Yes. If you know me well, you know that I just do silly things like that sometimes. All right, so again, I'm just relaying down some foil and covering up some of those white spots I see coming through. Not that I mind them, but sometimes, you know, if it's still sticky, like you don't want it to be sticky because if this is going to be home decor piece, chances are like dust and things like that are going to stick to those empty spots. If it's teeny tiny, I'm not too concerned about it. And I can even like just take my finger and go over it and remove some of the stickiness, you know. So that's what I did. And you can see, look at the negative. Like it's striped and you could use this for something else entirely. So it's definitely not going to go to waste. All right, I'm just going to turn it over its side and just kind of cover up the side pieces. So, and you know, oops, now I got the wrong side on there. No worries. And that will happen because if you get going and you're having tons of fun. And can you imagine doing this with the kids too? Like this would be great for the kids to like join in and do this fun part because you can't ruin it really. You really can't. And it would be really special and fun for them to be able to make Christmas gifts for people, like teachers' gifts even. I know I'm talking Christmas. I mean, we're a long way off, but most everyone I know, if they're going to start making gifts and stuff, they're going to start now. And even this could be a wedding gift. This could be, you know, all kinds of birthday, you know, any kind of occasion really. Okay, so I'm really kind of just I'm still sticking, but I'm having fun and I'm just chatting away. There's a little piece here. I don't know where that came from. Lord knows. But I can go back. I can take tape and recover it if something really disastrous happened and just redo it. But there you go. Like that's our foiled panel. And can you see the shine on there and how cool it looks? Yeah, I know, right? I mean, Delana, she's pretty smart. And, you know, I admire a lot of her projects she makes. So definitely was a fantastic idea. Okay, so now we're going to do the butterfly part. And I did buy some acetate sheets from like Staples or someplace like that, like a home office store. I like to use them sometimes for certain things. And then I grabbed my adhesive rub-ons by Christine Adolph, and this is like a nature one with like lots of cool flowers and butterflies on it. And this is the guy I used in the center. The number on this is 971427. Okay, and sometimes I cut right through the packaging, but you know I won't do that this time. Okay, so I'm going to grab my scissors here and just cut out. All right, set that aside. So now I've got, now it looks yellow because it is adhesive, it's glue, and that's just the nature of it. It's not going to show up extremely well on my tabletop here, but you're just going to have to trust me. Or I can actually put, let me put some packaging underneath it so you guys can see. Ah, there we go. And each of the rub-on sets comes with a little stick inside. But another cool thing you can use, if you guys own a Prima distressor tool, on the handle of the distressor tool, there's a beveled edge. And the beveled edge will allow you to just get in there and rub on it as well. So, just a little tip that I like to share with people that take my classes, and a lot of people aren't fully aware of all of the little areas on your distressing tool that you can use for things like this. But I didn't grab it, so I'm just using the stick because my crafts area is all the way upstairs, and currently I'm near my internet connection and my computer, so I could do this. That's just how this is how it is for me anyway. So I would have grabbed it, but I didn't. So maybe next time. Okay, now I think I've got it pretty good. And when you go to peel this off, you want to go very slowly because there may be a couple spots that you missed. And I think there's glitter on here, so that's kind of being a pain. So yeah, if you just go real slow and take your time with this, you'll get a nice crisp image. So sometimes you get all the spots and sometimes you don't. So yeah, it's not behaving well, but normally it does. And I think all the glitter I have on my sheet right now is being a real pain. But what are you gonna do? That's what glitter does. And it does stick to acetate very well. This isn't the first time I've used it on acetate. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta be patient and take your time. Aha, so there we go. I said a little prayer there, and it worked. So next I'm gonna grab, I have some Finnabair glitter. So she has these fantastic glitter sets. The one that I used originally is kind of a, I don't know if you can catch it in the light, but it's a navy blue. And I also have a black glitter, which I think I'm going to use the black for this one just to make it a little bit different. And if you open up the lid, there's like a little shaker mechanism there in the top. So it just makes it a little bit nicer and neater for you to apply the glitter to some of your projects. This can certainly be, the butterfly can certainly be foiled. We have several other foil sheet sets, like we have one called Puddle, and it's got like this rainbowy effect, kind of, it's just really cool. Sometimes the colors you see in variations, and if you're looking at a puddle on the road or something. We also have golds and blues and pinks, so if you prefer to foil again on that, I totally understand, and that would be a really fun effect as well. So I'm just going to grab my glitter tray here. And I'm just going to tap it off very lightly. So, I don't know if you can see, but it's now like a really cute black butterfly. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this guy out. So, again, it's just all a preference and what you want to use on your image. I thought the butterfly was kind of eye-catching with the glitter. And it works very well. It does not come off. So once it's on here, like I started, you know, kind of manipulating the butterfly just a little bit, and really very little comes off. I mean, right now I probably could turn it over and really press the glitter in to the glue even more so. Sometimes I will take the piece that I just took off, like something non-sticky, and I might just grab like a brayer and just kind of brayer that glitter on, and that works really well too. So I wasn't being very careful, but those are just a couple precautions you can take if you really just want to make sure that glitter is on there really, really well. And you can always add more, like shake the first layer off and then add another layer if you want to. So I'm just cutting him out here. I'm going to cut his little antennas. So I know I've done like words. She has like really cool words, and I've done them on acetate with glitter, and then I've cut them out, and then I've kind of placed them on a project for like a title or a cute little word, a little sentiment over some flowers, and that's worked really well too. So that was kind of fun. Okay, so I think I'm pretty good there. Still got kind of a glitter mess. So then there we go. And now what I'm going to do is attach to my panel, and I am going to use some foam tape just to pop them up a little bit. You can use a liquid glue and hide the glue spots like in the darker areas where the butterfly is. That's key. So I'm just cutting a foam piece here in half. I'm just going to scrape them off. So I'm going to strategically place it where I know there's a lot of glitter. I'm just going to peel that off. Oh, and I already peeled that one off. Okay. So I can kind of see it, but once I lay it down on the project, I won't really be able to see it. So don't panic if that happens. Okay. And then I'm just going to really kind of press in where the foam dot is. And that's it. And then you have your glittered butterfly. It looks kind of... I think it looks a little more botanical with the glitter on it. I don't know why. It gives it a softer look. And here I use the navy. But this would be cute if you wanted to customize it and match it to like a little girl's room. You could make it pink or teal or whatever her favorite color is that matches her decor. Okay, so that's it. I mean, that was so easy, huh? You can, and what would be cool is if you got a couple different sizes of our panels and did sort of like the thicker tape on the bigger panels, and then you did some words, you can make your own little collage. So that was so simple. And then on the back, we do have holes already pre-done for you, so you can use that to hang it with. But they're very lightweight, so these would sit nice on a floating shelf or something like that. One more thing. Last week I was on Facebook Live, and I just kind of wanted to show you guys. I had made all of those fun little clips on the show last week, and I got them in my planner finally. So, and I've added like all of my stickers and stuff like that, and some fun cards and everything. So if you missed that show last week, be sure to watch it right here under videos, right here on Prima's page, because I just kind of put these together very quickly, and they were really fun. So if you're into making your own clips, that, you know, definitely go back and watch it. I didn't I didn't do a stellar job with it because it was my first Facebook Live. I was a little confused as to the camera angle. So, but just wanted to show you. And by the way, if you're thinking of going to our planner launch party, you've got about a day or so left to sign up for that. So go to myprimaplanner.com and check it out, what the event's about, because we're about ready to close it up to anybody signing up anymore, and it's just about full. So just so you know, so you can't say that Carrie didn't tell you. All right. Thanks so much for joining me for this quick segment today, and be sure to join us again next Friday for another Facebook Live. We'll have them every Friday. The times vary because it just depends on when we can get it going. But thank you so much for tuning in today. I really, really appreciate it, you guys. Oh, thanks, Jill. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you on the other side, okay?